All right, let's add a sidewalk. This is how to draw a sidewalk in 2-point perspective. My recommendation is you create your first building before you draw your sidewalk. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the bottom front corner of our building to both vanishing points. Remember to always press lightly because a lot of lines do end up getting erased. So I put my pencil on top of my vanishing point and then I slide my ruler up to it and move it until I have it lined up with that bottom front corner and then draw that line. This is going to be the sidewalk of your street. So we need to make this a little thicker. So what I want you to do is find that point that we just connected to the VPs, and then let's make a little mark, a little distance down from that line. I'm also going to make another mark to create the edge of the sidewalk. So if you could see my little dots, there's one that's maybe, I don't know, a centimeter away, and then one that's just very close. They're all straight underneath that corner. I'm going to, again, put my pencil on the vanishing point and line up my ruler. And now I'm going to draw a line from the right side vanishing point to that first dot. And now the left side vanishing point to that first dot. Now we have to do the same thing with this second dot that's underneath. So I'm lining my ruler up and connecting back towards the left vanishing point and also the right side vanishing point. So what I've created so far is the top surface of the sidewalk and then like the edge of the sidewalk. So I'm going to start with a little tiny vertical just right at that corner to just define that space. Now, to create the top sections of the sidewalk on this side, on my right side, I'm going to use the opposite side vanishing point. So for the right side, we use the left side vanishing point. So the first thing we're going to do is line up our ruler so it's on the left side vanishing point. I'm going to continue that line that I started here that runs through this corner. I'm going to stop when I get to that section of edge in the sidewalk. So now what I do is I put my ruler and then I put my pencil on my vanishing point, and then my ruler just sort of rotates up. So I'm still going back towards the vanishing point. So I'm just going to keep rotating my ruler, just turning it. It's going to get more and more horizontal as it gets closer to the horizon. So make sure it's still going to the vanishing point. So I'm just keeping my ruler on my vanishing point, and then I keep turning my ruler just slightly so it's kind of rotating. And that line, those lines will be the division in the top section of the sidewalk. Okay, so I did that whole side. Now for the left side of the sidewalk, I'm going to use the right side vanishing point. So again, I put my pencil on top of my vanishing point and kind of scooch my ruler up to it. The first line goes right through where our corner is, and then we're just going to keep our ruler on our vanishing point and just keep rotating it up to add those sections. You might want to think about how as you go farther back in space, your sections may be a little bit closer together because they appear smaller because they are farther away from the viewer. So make sure you keep checking that angle every single time to make sure that all of these lines connect to that opposite side vanishing point. Okay, so now I have all the top sections of the sidewalk. To finish, we need to do the edge of the sidewalk. So that's this little skinny space in between here. You're going to create a truly vertical line. So make sure it's really, really straight at all the points where this section touches that line. So that's going to show the division of all those little concrete sections in the sidewalk. I don't use a ruler for this because the line is so small. Just make sure that you really truly keep it vertical. Do not let it lean. And there is a sidewalk in 2-point perspective.